Welcome to Single Sundays. That's right. It is Sunday, so that means it's going to be Single Sundays times. And if you don't know what Single Sundays is, well, it's when we end up going over what we ended up picking up on our poll for this week. I believe this is the week of, look at the calendar, of October 8th. That's when all the new books came out. So we ended up having a poll. This is where we also manage our poll, take away books, add books, what books are on the radar, what we're going to end up going with. Big cursor before I ended up talking about what we ended up picking. I didn't make it in time to pick up a copy of Spider-Man 94, issue number 2. However, we did order a variant from Mark Bagley, so it should be coming up pretty soon. I'm also not going to end up talking about KO in this because I didn't end up reading it because I just ended up opening it up in the blind bag, and maybe I feel like that's going to be a separate little video itself. However, though, we do have 4 issues that we read this week, and we're going to end up trying to go through and rank what we ended up liking about it. So, coming in at number 4 is going to be Batman Dark Patterns issue number 11. This has what happens with Batman being a little bit sick or under the weather or fighting a fever. Also, there's a bunch of fires, and we end up with a cliffhanger of what's going on with Gotham. It's honestly my favorite ongoing Batman right now. Coming in at number 3 is going to be Captain Planet and the Planeteers, issue number 6 from Dynamite Studios. So, this ended up having the classic Captain of Pollution and Captain Planet going at one another, fighting one another, while the Planeteers are working trying to free Gaia. Ended up finding out some different ways to be able to use their, powers. It's a nice, very informative, plus if you're definitely a person that grew up with Captain Planet, this is going to be a nice reminder for you. Coming in at number 2, wow, we're already at the top 2, is going to be Absolute Batman issue number 13. Yeah, Unlucky 13 with the kitty cat on the front. Batman and Miss Kitty Cat do some adult activities, is the way I'm going to end up saying it. We get some progression that's going down the storyline. We end up having Batman again to see a softer side with them and everything that goes on with this book. So our top book, and I wasn't sure if I was going to end up picking it up, but I like what the direction is going on with that book. This is going to be the first issue of Dan Mora and Robert Kirkman on Transformers issue number 25. So, this ended up having a better start than I was thinking it was going to end up being. And normally, my experience with Kirkman is that it starts off good, but then it goes meh, and then it dies off interest-wise. I kind of hope that doesn't happen here. I do love this cover, though. This is awesome art. Having a little bumblebee, and I want to say that would be Wheeljack, possibly Ironhide, and other bots. That's right there. Story was pretty much dealing with the fallout from issue number 24. Megatron going off, flipping out, having to try to get the Decepticons back on notice. And they end up having to go all hail Megatron. Then we also end up having Optimus Prime. We see that the government's wanting to work with him. And we see the base coming over with it. And I think we get the first somewhat preview to a possible precursor to Dinobots, which will be exciting. So that's the poll. That's the haul. That is your issue of Single Sundays. So that covers all the books that we ended up reading. And what did you think of it? let us know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching, and until next time, we'll see you later.